Tune into the Green and Growing program on Eagle Community Television with Holly Dickman, Ellis County Horticulture Agent. Holly will identify common lawn and garden issues and provide up-to-date information weekdays at noon and 9 p.m. on Channel 14. Green and Growing. Brought to you by Eagle Community Television and Riedel's Garden Center, a full-service garden center west of Hayes on Highway 40 next to the Bickle Schmidt Sports Complex.
It's getting towards fall, and a lot of times people during the summer months will move some of their houseplants outdoors to kind of give them a boost over the summer. And while that's a great practice to do, when we get to those cooler temperatures like we're getting to now, it's time to think about moving those things back indoors because they certainly will not survive our winters here. Now usually we say when those night temperatures are getting to around 50 degrees, that's when you want to start thinking about moving those houseplants back into the house. And there's a way to do that in the least stressful manner, I guess. If you would take this plant, which has been outside in high light and high wind and all of those outdoor conditions, and move it right back inside into maybe its old location, which was probably a little shadier, a little darker, not as bright light, what could happen is these leaves might start to turn brown. You might lose lots of leaves off of your houseplants. And so you want to gradually acclimate this plant back to its lower light conditions. One way to do that is to, when you move it indoors, make sure you put it in the sunniest spot possible that you could find, and then slowly over time move it back to its original spot in the house. Now, not to say that just by moving it you won't see some of those browning leaves or dropping leaves, and that's perfectly natural, but just know there are ways to kind of ease it back into that low light level condition. Once again, houseplants in the fall, they do not put on a lot of growth, so we don't recommend repotting really at this time, but spring is actually the best time to go ahead and do that. So if you have houseplants outdoors, we certainly are getting into some of those cooler night temperatures. When we get down to 50, that's when these plants will start to suffer outside, so you want to make sure and take them inside so you can keep them for next year. If you have questions about houseplant care or what to do with your houseplants as they get too big for their pots, go ahead and contact your local extension office for more information. Reporting for K-State Research and Extension and Eagle TV, I'm Holly Dickman, Ellis County Horticulture Extension Agent.
Tune into the Green and Growing program on Eagle Community Television with Holly Dickman, Ellis County Horticulture Agent. Holly will identify common lawn and garden issues and provide up-to-date information weekdays at noon and 9 p.m. on Channel 14. Green and Growing. Brought to you by Eagle Community Television and Riedel's Garden Center, a full-service garden center west of Hayes on Highway 40 next to the Bickle Schmidt Sports Complex.